Assalamu alaikum. Hello everybody. Here is Muhammad Mitwalli with the TOEFL skills, and today with the skill 10. Use noun clauses connectors subject correctly. In skill 9, we saw that noun clauses connectors were used to introduce noun subject clauses or noun object clauses. In skill 10, we will see that in some cases a noun clause connectors is not just a connector. A noun clause connector can also be the subject of the clause at the same time. Let's see. I don't know what's in the box. Subject, verb, subject, verb. Okay, and this is noun clause here is working as the object of the verb know. We are concerned about who will do the work. Subject, verb, together noun clause. Whoever is coming to the party must bring a gift. Whoever subject and a connector. Is coming is the verb. Whoever is coming is the noun clause. Must is the verb. Its subject is the whole clause. In the first example there are two clauses. I don't know and what's in the box. I don't know what's in the box. These two clauses are joined by the connector what. Here it is, as you can see. It's important to understand that in these sentences the word what serves two functions. It is both the subject of the verb is and the connector that joins the two clauses. Here, this what? It's the subject of this verb next to it, and all together it's the object of the verb know. So number one, it's just a connector, and number two, it's a subject of the verb is, together with the noun clause is the object of the verb know. In the second example there are two clauses. In the first clause, we is the subject of are. Here it is, we are. In the second clause, who is the subject of the verb will do. Here it is, who will do. Who also serves as the connector that joins the two clauses. The noun clause who will do the work functions as the object of the proposition about. Here it is, who is the subject of the verb will do. Who is a connector also, these two clauses, and who will do the work, all of it is the object, works, functions as the object of the proposition about. Okay, because if you ask who are you concerned about, the answer will be I'm concerned about who will do the work. In the last example there are two clauses. Whoever the subject of the verb is coming, as you can see, whoever is the subject of the verb is coming, and also it's a connector. And the noun clause whoever is coming to the party is the subject of must bring. The word whoever serves two functions in the sentence. It's the subject of the verb is coming and it's the connector that joins the two clauses. Let's see. Whoever, number one, it's subject of the verb is. Okay, it's also the connector of the two clauses. Whoever is coming to the party and must bring a gift. Whoever is coming to the party, this is a noun clause. What does it do? How does it function? It functions as the subject of the verb must bring. If you ask yourself who must bring a gift, who must bring a gift as a question, the answer would be whoever is coming to the party must bring a gift. That would be the answer. So this is functioning as the subject of the verb. The following example shows how this sentence pattern could be tested in structured questions on the TOEFL test. Let's see. Was on television made me angry. I have was, that's a verb. I have made, that's a verb. So I need a connector that works as a connector for these two clauses, at the same time serves as the subject of the verb was, and works with the noun clause to serve as the subject of the verb made. This it, just one subject, the story, one subject. When is a connector doesn't function here as a subject. So the only one is what. What was on television made me angry. Because if I take when was on television, when what? I don't know when what. I have to add another subject after when, so the only and the best answer is C. Let's see the explanation here. In this example you should notice immediately that there are two verbs, was and made, and each of these verbs needs a subject. Answer A and B are incorrect because it and the story cannot be the subject of both was and made at the same time. Answer D is incorrect because when is not the subject. And answer C, what serves as both the subject of the verb was and the connector that joins the two clauses together. The noun clause what was on television is the subject of the verb made. Answer C is therefore the best answer. And the following chart lists the noun clause connectors, subject, and the sentence pattern used with them. Noun clause connector subject. I have who and whoever, what and whatever, which and whichever. So the pattern is like that: subject verb and then noun clause and the verb. So I know what happened. I, subject of know, what is a connector and is the subject of the verb happened, and together as a noun clause works as the object of the verb know. Or the second pattern, noun clause, verb, and the verb. How? What happened was great. What is a connector, works also as a subject of the verb happened. Was is a verb, this one needs a subject. The noun clause what happened all together function as the subject of the verb was. Exercise 10. Each of the following sentences contains more than one clause. Underline the subject once and the verb twice. Circle the connectors, put boxes around the noun clauses, then indicate if the sentences are correct C or incorrect I. As usual, 1 and 2 are already done, so let's go with 3. 3 says, the employee was unhappy about what was added to his job description. The employee subject is the verb, unhappy adjective, about proposition, and then I have what. What here is a connector and it's a subject of the verb was added, but what was added all together function as the object of the proposition about. So this sentence is correct. 4. Whoever wants to take the desert tour during spring break sign about the office. Whoever is a connector working as a subject of the verb want. The desert tour during spring break, signing up is not a verb, so I just need a verb for this noun clause, all of it. So noun clause here, whoever is a subject working for the wants, and together the noun clause working as a subject for the verb, but I don't have the verb. This sentence 4 is missing a verb. It's incorrect. 5. The motorist was unable to discover who he had struck his car. The motorist is a subject, was is the verb, who is a connector working as the subject, but oh my god, I have here another subject which is he, because I have one verb. So 2 subjects, that's extra subject. This sentence is incorrect. 6. The voters should elect whichever of the candidates seems best to them. The voters subject, should elect is the verb, whichever is a connector, together with of the candidate are working as the subject of the verb seems, and whichever seems is the object of the verb elect. As you can see, of the candidate is just additional prepositional phrase. It doesn't change anything. If you drop it, nothing would happen. The sentence would go correct. The sentence would be whichever candidates seems best for them, or whichever seems best to them, no problem. But of the candidate, just a prepositional phrase giving extra information about what kind of people I'm talking about. So 6 is correct. 7. It was difficult to distinguish between what was on sale and what was merely on display. It subject, was verb, what is a connector working as the subject of the verb was, what another what is work as a connector working as the subject of the verb also was, what was merely on display, and here I have coordinate connectors, and this one here, what was on sale, is working as the object of the preposition between here for the first clause. So this sentence 7 is correct. 8. You should buy whatever the cheapest and most durable. You subject, should buy is the verb, whatever is a connector, and working as the subject of the verb. Oh, I don't have a verb, so the sentence is incorrect. I should follow it by a verb. Whatever is cheap and most durable. 9. What was written in the letter angered him beyond belief. What is a subject for the verb was, and it's also a connector. Angered is the verb. okay, where the subject of the verb angered, what was written all together as a noun clause. So this sentence 9 is correct. 10. You can spend your time with whoever important to you. You as a subject, can spend is the verb. Your time with whoever is a connector, as you can see, coming after a preposition, and it is the subject of the verb, which I can't see here, so I am missing a verb, so this sentence 10 is incorrect. I hope you could learn how to analyze a sentence and get out the subject and the verb and the connector that is working as a subject and the noun clause all together that can serve as the subject of the verb or the object. If it's an object, it can be object of the verb or object of a preposition. Okay, so I hope you can practice this over and over until you get a very good grip on it. Take care of yourself until I see you in another episode, and goodbye.